We are back. We are back. Listen, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. We got to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and this whole revenge P situation. Like I told y'all before, Marsau and Latifah, they knew about that tape for a while. Y'all remember Karson? She knew about it because Arion had called her and asked her what should she do with the tape. Should she drop it? Now remember, if she had morals, ethics, and standards, she wouldn't have to call anybody outside herself to ask, what should she do? You should stop being a damn pick-me and a puppet for a man that does not truly love you. And Arion's relationship with Martell is a one-sided relationship. He reaps all the benefits. He gets to use her whenever he wants to. Ladies, I hope you all are paying attention. Okay? It's the biggest one-sided relationship of them all. She has some cognitive dissonance because it's more important for her to feel like she won Martell over Mel than to walk away with her own self-esteem and dignity and worthiness. Because just stop filming the videos with Martell. Stop coming on live. Stop trying to defend. Okay, you have egg on your face. Well, actually, CUM in this case. I mean, I'm just saying, Lacey. A mess. But let's go through the pipeline of Marsau, right? And his knowing about the revenge P. Okay, so y'all remember I read for you all a comment that Marsau read to somebody on social media. He begins talking about him and Tisha and how he says, we didn't know if it was true at the time. He's talking about the Revenge P tape. And we weren't speaking to her. Didn't have her number. So do y'all notice how these people always love mentioning, well, I didn't have your number. Well, I didn't have your number. I couldn't get it. Like, come on now. Come on. That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. You set on some very important, substantial information and chose not to do anything with it. Okay? And really didn't F with either of them outside of filming enough to get in whatever they had going on. So he's admitting to everybody there was a rift between, because they don't mess with Martell. They will act like they do. And I think they like Martell over Melody. Probably not no more. But they definitely chose a side after this divorce, right? Which is what a lot of people do. They didn't do anything out of the ordinary to me. At the time, it was just a stupid plot. Nevertheless, we hear hundreds of rumors, hear more deflecting about everything, so we don't know or care what's true or false. We don't repeat it and don't use it against anyone. But your wife was pointing her finger at Melody, throwing it in her face that her man has a matching BMW with another woman. He has a girlfriend. He cheated on Melody. He had a baby on her with this side chick girl. Okay? So your wife, Marsau, weaponized this situation. That's one thing that Martell is right about. That's one thing. He just tried to use it for his own selfish and narcissistic purposes, okay, on this last past show. But he was right about Tisha. Tisha is very much so involved. But Tisha has this whole thing of, I'm the victim, the poor perpetual victim. I'm so sick of everybody picking on me, but she ignores and doesn't take any accountability for the part that she plays in certain situations. Because if she did, she'd be a big girl and be like, yeah, I did weaponize Martell's infidelities against Mel. I did throw it in her face. And I threw my marriage that ain't about shit in her face as well. I'm in a burning house as well, just in a different way. Okay? A mess. So, yeah. So, Marsau says the lady asked us, he's talking about Karson, what should we do? What should she do? I'm sorry. And we said, don't get involved. Now, if you were trying to help Melody, if you really saw Melody was the victim, okay, you would have jumped in and you would have been like, well, go to the cops, go to Melody, go and let them know that this is a real thing. That's when you really care about somebody. They ain't give a damn about Melody. Okay? And real quick, if y'all notice on this upcoming preview, and I'm going to discuss it in another video, you got Kimmy saying, it just seems like Melody just wants to prove that, you know, somebody's man is cheating outside of her. So basically, Melody is miserable. Right? She's single. She had to divorce Martell. He couldn't stop cheating. And so she is on this quest to prove that Maurice is a cheater too. And there's the lipstick. But this is the thing, Kimmy. You're not in such a better marriage than what Melody was, really. Okay, he has embarrassed you. It was you rolling over and taking it, and he had social media not dragged him, he wouldn't have apologized to you publicly like that. It would have been, I don't know what's wrong with your husband and your brother-in-law when they get their ass over there with Carlos. They begin to let it all hang out, honey. Okay? In more ways than one. I'll leave it like that. But yeah, did y'all hear that little snippet of Kimmy? And Tisha feel it too. She feel like Mel is after her marriage. Mel wants to destroy her marriage. Okay? A mess. Okay, so I told y'all what he said about Karson. So him and Tisha went on minding their business. Later, when Mel told me it was true after a scene, that's when I believed the story was true. So all of a sudden, you believe it was true. You didn't care, though. See, all of that not helping Melody, Shiggity, you didn't care. You didn't care enough about her. You don't like her. She's not struggling enough for you. She should really be in a burning house because she's a single parent. We're not going to act like we haven't heard Marsau take those digs at Melody. All she has is a little t-shirt company. All she does is fling something against the wall to see if it sticks as far as being an entrepreneur. She's a successful entrepreneur. Everything that your wife isn't. And narcissists, they have a problem with women like Melody. They do. So, yeah, he may want to screw her. Okay, screw the brakes off of her. Yeah, physically, we see there's something with Marsau and Melody on his end, right? But they also will resent you when you are in your most galvanized version of being the best person that you can be. They resent that. They don't want you strong, articulate, successful. Look at who he over there with. She can't talk, can't put the words together at the right times to make the right sentences. Child, a mess. Full of a mess. So y'all gotta be looking at stuff. And when Mel told me it was true after a scene, that's when I believed the story was true. When I was asked in an interview, I told my opinion and lost respect for him, knowing that it's true at that point. Now, I can understand some of this, like you don't know what's true, what's not true, but nigga, you knew about it and you didn't care enough about Melody to get involved. That's why it was extra okay when he was having the affair with the side chick and you were there. Okay? That's like when somebody you love is with somebody, hanging out with people, and they like talking about you like a dog, and nobody is defending you. Nobody is saying, hey, don't say that, or she's cool with me too. Nobody's defending you. So, child, a mess. And Marsau, Tisha, Maurice, and Kimmy, they don't get how problematic that is. How it's understandable why Melody is having this energy with them this season. They try to act like they don't understand it, but you gotta understand it. Okay? So there has been so much said about me and T that couldn't be further from the truth, so I really don't believe the things I hear until it's corroborated came from the person involved. Stuff like that sounds very logical to the litigious eye. So what he's saying, it makes a lot of sense, but I call BS. Because when we care about somebody, you guys, what do? We get involved. We make calls. We try to clarify and verify. You didn't do any of that because of what I said before. You thought it was okay to hang out with him and the side chick. So let's see what some people think about this. So one person says, Karson said Letitia knew because she asked Letitia what should she do. You hear that? Marsau is now trying to dog walk Letitia's comments back because both of them are now implicated in the revenge P. Yeah, she got over there down to the Carlos King and wanted to expose Martell for being GAY. Marsau better pray his two daughters don't ever come up against a man like him or Martell in the future. Oh, don't they all, honey? Another person says, I'm not a diehard male fan, but I have to pray for her sanity and healing because it's just too much. I cannot imagine being with someone for double-digit years who turned out to be the worst person ever. Yeah, he's horrible. And when you go through narcissistic abuse, it's very heartbreaking. Because you love this person. You want to protect this person. You want to have babies with this person. She went into business with this person. Look at what he did to her. Lied to her. Cheated on her. Put her health at risk. Another person, I am truly realizing the immense struggles Mel has faced over the years, and it's inspiring to see how she has not only survived but thrived, despite her ex-husband's relentless efforts to tear her down. His disregard for the impact on her, her children, and everyone around her is staggering. Yeah, they don't protect you if you are a so-called strong woman. Okay? They don't protect you. They'll protect somebody like Arion that has low self-esteem, low self-awareness, low self-worth. She's a pick-me. She's willing to put her needs and wants to the side to appease this man. We all laugh about it, but it's really sad if you really think about it. Yet through it all, Mel has prospered, and that's a testament to her strength and faith. God is good. Every attempt Martell has made or will make is going to be exposed. Keep your head up, Mel. We stand with you, and God's got your back. Absolutely. God told me, honey, to get out of that burning house. Yes, he did. But, honey, it's a mess. The people can't believe Marsau. Tisha only wanted Karson on the show because she knew Arion. Yeah, she will accuse Melody of doing, stuff to get at her, like, having Shanita come for her, but she be doing the same shiggity. But remember, she can't see what she do. She can only see what you do. Okay? They wanted to try and blindside Mel, just trifling. Yeah. And they will use your ex-husband's indiscretions to do it. Another person says, I don't understand why Arion isn't going to jail with Martell because she was all over social media talking about who she showed it to and what part Martell played. If there's a court hearing, Arion should be called so she can incriminate herself because she's so dumb that Mel's lawyer will definitely get her wound up and get her ass sent away to jail. Yeah. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of that. Let me know how you feel about this, and I will check you guys out in the next video.